Real body fat percentage examples. Before we jump in, let's set the tone. Your body fat is a percentage of your weight that is fat. For example, if you weigh 200 pounds and 20 pounds of that is fat, your body fat percentage is 10%. Magazines are notorious for setting up false precedents with body fat percentages to sell. I don't blame them. So I've decided to compile a list of notable public figures and well-known fitness influencers. I purposely only chose those who did a DEXA scan, which stands for Dual Energy X-ray Absorptiometry. Let's keep it a DEXA scan. It's a non-invasive test, and in medicine, it's used to measure bone mineral density to assess if a person is at risk for osteoporosis or a fracture. Its popularity rose as the fitness models love using it to measure fat-free mass index and body fat percentages.
I put across against it 10.8% body fat, and I am pretty much 100% certain that is the lowest male body fat figure percentage I've had at body scan. Yes!
What did I say? What did I say? Right. I will be the leanest and the lowest.
Our stars and examples for today: The Rock, DJ Metcalf,
Come on.
Jeff Nippard, Alberto Nunez, Stephanie Buttermore, Steve Cook, Kinobody, Jamie Alderton, Russel ORHI.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! He's done it!
Wow.
313 by an 83 kilo lifter. 3 white lights. Whoa!
MattDoesFitness,
5 mils is 7.2, 7.3, 4.8, 6.9, 9 exactly. Easy results, Matt. So.
and Mike Thurston. All YouTubers will be linked below. And let me keep it 100 with you guys. Doing the research and finding all these videos was not easy at all. I love you guys, and I'll do anything for you. You need to do nothing at all to repay me. I mean nothing. Body fat percentages.
Yep.
Now the last time I was here, we talked about who's natural and who's not.
Yeah.
Today we'll talk about body fat percentages. As you guys know, I'm 4 weeks out, and a lot of the things that I get on asked is, Mike, what's your body fat percentage? What I thought I would do is give you guys a lot of body fat examples, and we'll discuss it and see if they're accurate or not. Also, because we're in London, I'm with Gabriel, his first link in the description, his channel, so check out our video on his channel, and if you like what you see, which I'm sure you will, subscribe. Actually, definitely subscribe, because we're gonna come to your house.
Okay, serious.
We're gonna come to your house.
Let's back. So let's talk about Steve Cook first.
I want to point. Well, you saw it already. Yeah.
Well, I just saw that now.
Yeah. And we weighed you at 222 today.
Really? Okay.
And we got that because we can scan your body fat.
Okay.
So Steve Cook, 11%. To me, that's believable. You know, some people are like, oh no, there's no way you can get to that body fat without. Nah. If you look at the type of his background, for one, his background, he's been in sports his whole life, makes a big difference. You know, he's very active now. He has just that general athletic physique, and when I look at him and I see, you know, there's no like excessive veins everywhere. His face doesn't look drawn. He just looks.
His arms do look crazy.
His arms, yeah, but a lot of people, their arms look crazy. Like my arms look crazy. If you look at my back looks nuts. Then you look at my stomach and you're like, oh, now I see. So it's just different. It's just different. But for Steve Cook, I reckon 11% is for real.
That percentage was right here, so 8.4, which is a lot leaner than I expected it to be. And then this is...
Here basically shows you, obviously all the blue is bone mass, all the red is muscle, and there's very thin yellow lines of subcutaneous fat around the outside that you could barely see because Jeff is pretty darn lean right now.
I'm on Jeff Nippard. Now Jeff conducted a test in 8.4% body fat, similar background. A lot of people say that Jeff might be lower, those who don't know better, but 8.4% for Jeff Nippard, world natural bodybuilder. He's been recognized within it, and he does stay fairly lean throughout in terms of his on and off peak season, so I have no comments about Jeff Nippard, but that I would say when he did do the test at 8.4%, that is believable. And at that percent, when you get lower, you can also see the difference. So I'm very happy at 8.4%.
Yeah, 8.4 is believable.
As much as I really don't care about numbers, numbers can be, you know, fun and rather cool. So we went to go get my body fat tested, and you know, to put a number on this look.
Count it. Your total body fat, and the reason you came here today, is 6.2%.
Next up, Alberto Nunez. This guy is crazy shredded.
The human being Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah, he's just, it's nuts. Like I look at him, I'm just like, that is a lot of dedication. 6.2% for Alberto Nunez. I believe that. Like that, when people say, fam, I'm shredded. Yeah, I'm shredded. Then I show them that picture, I'm like, no, he's shredded.
He's shredded.
Some could even argue he's a bit less.
A bit lower, because he has glute striations.
You can see everything. And I think that's the determining factor of how shredded someone is and how low their body fat is. If you're claiming to have such a low body fat, you need to see every strand. Because when you're at that level, fat distribution is out of the question.
Yeah.
That fat distribution is just like, okay, well, it's non-existent because you've brought it down so low that it's, yeah.
In terms of other body fat percentages, because we will get those who will compete against Alberto in terms of the statistic, I would say he's the benchmark in terms of what a real 6% looks like.
Yeah.
So we just did my scan and we're gonna find out the results, what my body fat is, and really want to find out how much muscle I gained from my last test, so will be cool stuff.
No.
Or no, where?
7.1%.
7.1% fat.
And what's the maze?
6.6, holy crap.
Kinobody. Now Kinobody has done this test a number of times, and he claimed on this instance that he had done a lean bulk. Kinobody measured in at 7.1% body fat. But if you compare Alberto and Kinobody, between Kinobody 7.1% and Alberto 6%, you can see there's a huge difference in the amount of fat between these two guys. It is definitely not 1%. You've seen what Kinobody looks like.
Yeah.
Put them side by side, you can see that one has significantly more amount of fat on their body compared to an Alberto Nunez.
Yeah.
That's where the DEXA scan gets questionable in terms of how accurate it is.
Pounds off. So as you can see, hell of a lot leaner than last time I was here.
Next up, we've got Jamie Alderton. But yeah, Jamie Alderton, 10.8%. I believe that. I feel that is fairly accurate because when we were competing in WBFF, I remember seeing his physique at that point. It might be a little bit higher than what he actually is, but when he was shredded, I'd always look at his legs and I'd be like, nah, you're holding there. He's just one of those people, which we're gonna come to another person who's very similar, who is just very lucky to hold a lot of their fat in their legs. So if they're wearing jeans, they will look shredded on top. So yeah, that's another thing to look at, is the fat distribution on different people.
Varying from 10% all the way up to 17%, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about the results I got from the DEXA scan. The DEXA scan is usually renowned for being the most accurate, and it provided me with the most feedback in terms of muscle mass and body fat distribution.
My Thurston was recorded to have a body fat percentage of 15.4%.
Raw.
Now, would you say he was lower or higher? Would you imagine that?
Looking at what his physique is like, he has very dense muscle bellies and he holds in his legs.
Yes.
So the appearance of like the abs and like the bulging muscles and stuff are there, but I could see where the fat could be.
Yeah.
So I reckon it's could be fairly accurate. It could be slightly lower, but I can see where that number came from.
Body fat distribution is going to have a huge effect on how lean you actually look. So if we take me, for example, as we saw on the scan, I store a lot of my body fat in my thighs. And although it said there wasn't as much in my trunk, I know for a fact that I store a lot of body fat in my back, especially my lower back.
15.1%
14.1%. That's my actual
body fat percentage.
14.1.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be
because with calipers, you see, you'd be about 7 to 9.
MattDoesFitness is registered at 14.1% body fat. He is in exactly the same realm as Jamie Alderton, Mike Thurston, in terms of their fat distribution. Like, if you really want to see how shredded a bodybuilder is, tell him.
Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Please. Please.
Tell him what? I need to see your ass.
You're going to demonetize my video.
Show me your ass.
Thanks for day one. So my weight was 117 pounds. My percent body fat was 16.6%. So what that translates all to, because it does give you these exact measurements in grams.
Stephanie on day one with a lower carb diet, and she also had very little water on a particular day, measured in at a 16.6% body fat. On the next day, she measured at a 14.9% body fat. We do know that it is impossible to drop 1.4% roughly in body fat over a day. Which is interesting, and what's different in this particular video is that women do hold a lot more fat compared to men, especially in their breasts. Breasts are mainly fat.
Oh my goodness! He's done it!
Oh, Russel ORHI.
10.7.
10.7.
Him at, what was it, 10.7%? Yeah.
Russell's fat distribution.
He's got more of an even.
It's equal.
Yeah. He has. It's not holding in one place. It's not. It's just kind of. It's just spread across his whole body, along with his perfect flipping proportions for powerlifting. I'm not happy about it.
Get out.
Well, I am. You're a legend.
Yeah. And then a bonus is The Rock. Now The Rock doesn't have anywhere but doing research. Right now, preparing for Hobbs and Shaw, they clocked him in at 10%.
Focus!
Focus!
Like 11%, 12%, based off the movie that I just saw. But that's him in his best shape. The Rock is never, I don't think he's ever gone under 10%.
No.
And not that he needs to either.
No. I don't think many people really
get
go
under 10%. Yeah, it's more rare than people like to throw out there, which is the point of this video.
Yeah.
Measurement stuff. He apparently has a 1.6% body fat rate, which is basically impossible.
1.6% body fat.
I'm leaving this country. Good luck with the rest of the video.
Is it possible? Is it possible? 1.6%. Can you even live on 1.6% body fat?
No. Like, and this is like some people, even when I did the Terry Crews video, and people were like, oh no, but he, you know, you don't know him. It's like, but like, and they're saying, oh, there's some people who are 2% body fat. How? Show me them and show me if they're still alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are they living? Are they functioning completely well? Do they have good hormone balance? Do they have everything in check? If you can show me that person, I will give you a high five. I was gonna say money, but if someone comes back, then boy.
Yeah, then just from what you've seen, me myself, I do think he's sub 10%. So he's under 10%. His combine numbers were insane,
crazy,
but
absolutely crazy.
He is definitely not 1.6%.
No, because I know for a fact that people can perform very well in sports at low body fat percentages, and when I say low, I'm talking about like 8-9%. His combine was crazy, and you can see from the striations, like everything, the definitions that he is sub 10%.
Yeah,
but not 1.6.
We're gonna leave the video here, guys. Again, Gabriel Say's channel, first link in the description. Check it out. Comment down below and what you think of some of the body fat percentages we've used. If you think we're off in some of the things we've said, let us know. If not, leave the video a thumbs up. I went through Pornhub and a lot of guys' channels to be able to bring this video. Subscribe. I'm gonna leave it there before we go into anything deeper. And we'll see you guys in the next one.